What's up, doers? It's your boy Happy Chappy here. Look at on this video we're going to be doing the top 5 things that every single Minecraft world could use, and yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing is going to be a trash disposal. So okay, and these are the items here that you are going to need. So you're going to need a dropper, a comparator, a redstone repeater, 7 redstone dust, a hopper, 3 pieces of glass, a bucket of lava, and then either a cauldron with a lid, so you can do that there, or a chest, so you can do that there. Okay, so let's grab these items and get into the build. Okay, so for the trash can, the first thing that you want to do is put down your dropper ground just like that, and then a comparator behind it with a repeater, and then your 7 redstone dusts that come around in a little roundabout like this. Do not connect them up to the comparator, otherwise the system will not work. And then what you do is place down 3 pieces of glass, just like that, and then your lava source. Next, on top of your dropper, you want to place your hopper. And then you can put your chest or your cauldron with a lid on top of it. Now, the only reason that I would ever use a chest is because if you do put something in there, it gives you a chance to try and really quickly grab it back out before it gets deposited into the system there. So that is your trash dispenser. As you can see, it's pretty simple to build. You can even dig down one and have your dropper facing downwards, so that way the lava is on the bottom and you don't see it. But yeah, that is how you do that. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, and the next thing here is an item elevator, and these are what you're going to need for it. You're going to need a dropper, a comparator, a redstone repeater, a redstone 7 redstone dust, a single hopper, a chest of some sort. You can double chest if you want to, a stack of glass or a half stack of glass depending on how high you want to make your elevator, a single oak fence gate, a single set of stairs here, a single water source, some kelp, so however many blocks high you build your elevator, that's how many kelp pieces that you want, and then a piece of soul sand. The other thing that you're going to want is then your items that you want to send through your system, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is the same thing over there, so you want to put down your dropper with your comparator behind it, and then a repeater with your 7 redstone dust coming around and into the dropper just like you see there. Next, what you want to do is put down 2 blocks on the side of the dropper just like that, with 2 temporary blocks on the side above those pieces of glass. Then you're going to put your gate and open it, and then you're going to put your set of stairs upside down just like that. And now remove those blocks. Next, what you want to do is you want to come out 1 more block and then put a block there at the end, and then build this up as high as you want to go. So put another block on top of the stairs there, and then go as high as you want to go. Now you can build this 100 blocks in the sky if you want to, but for our purposes, we're just going to do this. Next, what you want to do is come to the top here and put down your water source. You'll see it flow all the way to the bottom. And then after that, what you want to do is swim down to the bottom here and start placing your kelp all the way up to the top. Once you have done that, it will turn all of these blocks here into its own water source. And then you want to go down and remove these kelp pieces. And then on the bottom block here, remove that as fast as you can and put in your soul sand. Once you've done that, as you can see, we get shot up to the top. Once you've done that, what you want to do is place in your hopper on top of the dropper here, and then have your items feed into this system however you want them to. So let's say we're going to get rid of some glass. We can put the glass in the system here. That will get shot out into the top there. And you are ready to go. Okay, now if you don't want to listen to the running water and you want to make this as efficient as possible, what you want to do is put your next water source, or put a water source anyways, into that block there, and as you can see, it fills it up and your system will no longer make that running water sound. Now if you want to transfer these items somewhere, what you want to do is put a block over top of the water there, and then come out from here about 6 or 7 blocks. And then put another row here on the bottom in order for it to keep the water maintained. And if you remove this block here, you should see the water flow out and stop here at the end. Once you've done that, you want to put a chest and then a hopper going into that chest with a block behind that hopper to stop any items from falling out. Now if we load these hoppers up here again, you'll see the items will flow up, gets caught by the roof, will flow over and then get picked up by the hopper and transferred into this chest here. The reason why we have the gate there and the set of stairs, if you were to just put a normal block here, you can see the travel path of these items as they come out. So if you were to just have a regular block there and even there, the items would get caught up on the edge of the block, flow back down and just kind of hang around here and then disappear after 5 minutes, which you do not want. So make sure you put that gate there with the stairs upside down and backwards, and you have a lossless perfect system. Okay, let's move on to the next item. Okay, your next item up is going to be an item sorter. You can connect this sucker here to the item elevator if you want to, and these are the items that you need. So for every item sorting system, okay, you're going to need the top half here. Now we're going to do ours 3 long, so we only need 3 hoppers for the top. But if you are going to do this 6 long, you're going to need 6 hoppers. If you're going to do it 8 long, you're going to need 8 hoppers for the top. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the top half, like we said, because we're only doing it 3 long, we're going to need 4 chests. 2 are going to be for the feeder, and 2 are going to be for the miscellaneous chest. You're going to need 4 hoppers, and then for every item sorting system, these are what you're going to need. So you're going to need 5 builder blocks, 4 of something to lock the hoppers with. I suggest using diorite stairs because you will never have diorite stairs end up going through this system here. You're going to need a redstone torch, a redstone comparator, a redstone repeater, a chest, 3 redstone dust, and then 2 more hoppers. And like I said, if you're going to build this 3 long, you're going to want 3 of all of these things here. And then obviously your items that you are going to be sorting through the system. So let's say you set up your iron farm and you want to separate the poppies from the iron ingots here. This is how you would do that. So, okay, so I'm going to show you how to build one section of the item sorter, and then we will triple this sucker up. So what you want to do is you want to place down your blocks in a T shape, just like that, with your redstone torch under the front here, and then your repeater under the back one. Put down your final block behind the repeater here, come to the top here, and put your comparator facing backwards on the top block just like you see there, and then 3 pieces of redstone dust that come down. Once you've done that, you want to put a hopper facing backwards into the comparator there, put down a temporary block and then your chest, and then put a hopper going into that chest just like that. Okay, and now that we have that built here, let's triple this sucker up. Okay, and once you have that set up, this is what it should look like here. So put down a temporary block here at the end of the hopper and place 3 hoppers going sideways into that block, and then put a chest at the end. This is going to be your miscellaneous chest, so any items that are not set up to go through an item sorter will go through here and sent to this chest. And then you want to put another hopper on top of that one there with a double chest on top of it. Okay, and that is what your system should look like. So now let's lock the hoppers and show you how this item sorter works. Okay, so in order to lock these hoppers, what you want to do is take your 4 items that you are not going to have go through the system. So in our case, we're going to use diorite stairs, and then 42 of the block that you do want to sort. So put your 4 items there, and then your 42 in this front slot here. And what's going to happen is it's going to stop on 41, lock on 41, send the other one down here to the next hopper, and your system is done. And then your system is locked. So let's do that for the other chest here. So we've got poppies. Our poppy sent down and stopped in this hopper. Let's do it again for this one. Our cobblestone went down and got stopped in that hopper there. Now, okay, and if we put our items here into the chest, As you can see, the items come down, get sorted into their decided hoppers, and your system is good and ready. If you put something in there that isn't sorted, it'll come down through the system and get sent in here to the miscellaneous chest. Now, one thing you do want to keep in mind is that if you don't have this chest here and you just have a hopper system set up into this, what's going to happen is you are going to end up with your items feeding through the hoppers too fast, and you will get some of your items sent here into the miscellaneous chest. So as you can see, we have iron set up and coming through this miscellaneous chest, and that is just because the hoppers pull it so fast that the comparators and the hoppers below don't get to do their work, and thus you end up with your items in the miscellaneous chest. So make sure you have a chest on top of here. It can even just be a single one if you want, and then that way once you put your items down, they get sent slow enough to their respective chests. You don't end up with any of your sorted items going into the miscellaneous chest there. Okay, so that is the item sorter done and ready, and let's move on to the next one. So your next item here is an item dispenser. So the way this works is that when you press the top button here, you get yourself a single item, and when you press the bottom button here, you get 8 items dispensed to you. Okay, now these are the items that you're going to need to build it. This is just for one section here, so if you do this 2 wide, 3 wide, or 4 wide, you're going to need double, triple, or quadruple these items. So you're going to need 4 builder blocks, 2 buttons, a single piece of redstone, a single sticky piston, 2 observers, a dropper, a hopper, and then 2 chests, and then your item frame, so that way you can display which item is on which dispenser here. And let's get into the build. So the first thing you want to do is just come over here to wherever you're going to have it and place down 4 blocks, and then 2 buttons on the left side here, with a single piece of redstone behind it, and then your sticky piston facing up. Next you want to have your observer with its face facing towards the blocks here, then put down a temporary block and have your next observer with its face facing the back. That way when you press the bottom button, the system fires and you get your observers ticking. Next you want to place a dropper down on top of that block with a hopper going into it, and then a double chest on top. Your item frame in front with the item that you are going to be dispensing, and then load your dispenser or hopper full of the items that you want. So like I said, when you press once, you get a single item, and when you press the bottom button, you get your 8 items. Okay, so we'll build this again real fast. 4 things, 2 buttons, redstone dust, piston, observer, temporary block, observer again, remove the temporary block, dropper, hopper, chests. Load this sucker full, and that is your item dispenser. As you can tell, these 3 items here you can connect to each other if you want to, so you can do your item elevator, which goes into the item sorter, which feeds into the dispenser, and you have yourself a nice little flawless system. Let's move on to the next item. Okay, and the last item for this video is going to be an auto smelter system. So you can see we can use this for 3 different items. One for the blast furnace, so you can cook up all the gold from the gold pigment farm. The other one is the furnace to cook your food, and the other one is the smoker here, so you can cook your fish that you get from the fish farm. So these are the items you're going to need. You're going to need 3 chests, 3 hoppers, your fuel source, and then your 3 different workstations. So let's grab these items here. Okay, in order to build this thing, what you want to do is put your chest in the ground here with a hopper going into that, and then your designated workstation on top. Put your hopper in the back with a chest on top of it, and then a hopper on top with a chest going into that. Next, what you want to do is fill this here back hopper with some coal. And because we are using a furnace, we're going to fill this here top half with some uncooked raw chicken. As you can see, it gets fed down into the system. Once it is complete here, we'll go down into the chest below, and the system will just continue feeding itself. Let's do that again for the next 3 systems here. So chest, hopper, blast furnace, hopper, chest. Come around to the back and put a hopper for your coal, and then another chest. Feed this here full. And then let's say you just built my pigment and XP farm. What you want to do is just fill this with all of these swords that you get. The swords will get passed down through the system, smelted here in the blast furnace, and then sent into your iron nuggets, which then you can turn into your iron ingots. Chest for your fish. Like I said, let's say you have a fish farm set up. Load the back up with your coal, load the top up with your fish. Everything will start working in unison here, and you will end up with your cooked fish here in the bottom chest. Okay, and that's it, you guys. Those are the 5 items that every world should have. And my next video that's coming out is going to be an Enderman XP grinder. I want to thank you guys all so much for the 700 plus subscribers as of now. You're all legends, and you know, stay humble, stay happy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.